Hello, hello, welcome in and welcome back. We're at it again in the basement, about to look at some reels, put them in the projector.
Alright, there's already something in here. Experiments and Findings of Experienced Phenomena, January 52.
Awesome. Oh man,
Oh, is that
if
Anna,
this
her
turns
friend?
out to be just prehistoric home videos.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is... it's just the first thing. Just give it a second to warm up, will you?
Okay, we're getting warmer, I think.
So, if you look at the, lines or whatever, the bomb shelter should lead right into the cave.
That was my thought.
Just like from another angle. According to this, at least.
Oh, so it does.
But won't it be, locked or something, right?
Yeah, how do we get in?
I think
It's
our
just like the
hand
cave wall,
radio has
only
a code.
steel or whatever bomb shelters are made out of.
Oh, what? She knew about these things?
Wow, that's crazy.
It says that to fix a temporal tear, that's a mouthful, in the cave, we would need to transpose to the other side and tune into the source
We
within
have to
itself.
cross to the other side?
Okay, but we're not doing that, right?
Good question.
Yeah, that's going a little above and beyond.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, but strap in, boys and girls, because we might have to, okay? If it's the only thing that will fix us.
Yeah, but that's scary.
Well, something better work.
Or we're boned.
Or we're boned. Precisely.
I wonder if that's what happened to Anna.
Sorry, this looks like the end, but from the wrong film thing.
No, wait. This is something I actually remember from that stupid radio tour thing, because it, sounded so weird. It's called the call and response system. It unlocks the bomb shelter. This is
I
showing
remember
us
that.
how to do it. See? It says, when someone sends an emergency signal from the Catbird station in the woods, and the receiving station confirms it. It's like a connected response thing.
Brilliant!
Really?
It's good enough for me.
Alex and me will head through the woods, do the, call part. You and Ren can hang by the door to the bomb shelter and open it when it's ready.
I didn't have any problem with that, so I didn't choose any of those responses. I don't mind going with Ren, so... Here we go.
All right? Break. And if anything goes wrong, please, don't tell me. I won't want to know.
Neither will we.
We won't.
Well, we're just jumping right back into it. It turns out that I didn't save my... I stopped it before I left the place because I didn't have time to go through the underground and do that portion. Now I really wish I had because it was kind of short. And then I ended up having to redo the housing situation. But that's okay. It was nice to have a kind of refresher before jumping into this. So let's mosey on along. No, we don't want to go to the beach. No time for the beach, you guys. We have to get to work. We have to save the world. And maybe even the universe. You know? Nice, easy tasks for first thing in the morning. When it does that, I feel like we're going to turn and see Clarissa just staring at us through the window, but she's not. But actually, it's just not letting me go forward. Oh, I was too far forward and it wasn't picking up. I'm like, am I stuck? Do I have to go through the beach? But no, I didn't. I was just silly. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Oh, is this flashing back to Michael drowning? But that looks more like Ren.
Alex, okay, are you back to normal?
I just saw it was like a premonition, I think.
Are we having
and I know that
premonitions
sounds
now?
whatever, but this must be what it's like when people say they do that, because I kind of just saw Ren drowning.
Okay, just take it easy for a second. You went all red-eyed, like when we get possessed.
I did?
You stopped walking and started mumbling, and then your eyes lit up like little road flares. It only lasted like a minute, but we should hurry up and do this before the door on you opens any wider then.
But the thing with Ren, it was so real.
I'm kind of worried about that. What if
I was
it's
there with him?
a good
Maybe we
ghost
should go
sending
back.
that?
But I'm sure he's fine, so let's finish what we started.
I'm going back. Although I don't know why he would be all the way back here. I thought Is he over here? Where is Ren? We have to save Ren. He's not in here. I'm confused about where Ren got off to, and if we have to save him. I don't want to accidentally go forward into the place that's the non-saving route. I guess I misunderstood how we were splitting up. I'm recording this first thing in the morning before work, so... not as quick as I usually am. You know how lightning fast my typical reflexes are. We'll see. Maybe they're just up here. It didn't show them on the map earlier, did it? And then I just wandered back. She said we have to go back, so that's why I went back. I don't see them by the store. Yeah, let's go the other way. Just in case. Because they're supposed to be in this area. And if I could catch up to Ren, I could warn him to stay away from water. Plus, we gotta be on the lookout for letters. So we might as well retrace steps we weren't normally taking. Like looking at this statue. Hello, statue. There's Ren. We have to warn him so he doesn't die drowning like our brother Michael did. I think there's something to that. Hey. I just saw you in a premonition. Maybe we tripped it up by coming from that way. Are we the ones doing the call signs and you guys are the ones that are... I'm a bit confused. But we'll figure this out together. We just might need a bit more time than I have before I go to work. So if nothing else, that might send an alarm to the authorities up in everywhere else. Oh, so we were the one doing that. That makes 10 times more sense.
You know what time it is? I checked mine, but ever since we've been jumping in and out of loops, or whatever we're calling them, it's been acting, I don't know, weird. It won't really give me the right time, or, like, work, really at all.
French fries with ice cream good weird, or like 5 nuts and 1 peanut kind of scary weird?
No, somewhere in between. It's no big deal, it's just acting like I dropped it or something. You think this tuning into the tear thing's gonna work? Like, really?
It really doesn't matter if I think it's gonna work. It's sort of all we have, and we're running out of time.
It is all we have, yeah.
Another chair.
I just wish I felt like the ghosts were concerned that their plan won't work. I just feel like they're pretty confident. Like they know by sunrise they're all gonna be shopping for school supplies.
Jonas, they should be concerned. They should be scared. And that's on them if they're not.
All right, good to hear.
But they're dead, so they probably don't even remember what it is like to feel fear. Here's a weird chair.
I think this stuff is getting pulled in from like their time or something. This is so weird.
Yeah, it's not exactly a good omen. I think we're running out of runway here.
So that explains that weird chair we found earlier, and it also, now this is a major callback, but in the first cavern, there was some like big chest of drawers or something, and that was probably from there as well. So I'm guessing that's where that mini chest of drawers was from. And that table. I'm going to crawl down this time. Just in case. Because, you know, you gotta have variety. Variety is the spice of life. 1 second. Let me make the screen brighter. I don't know if that will show up as a difference for you guys. Hopefully it should. I usually play with the setting on my screen a bit dimmed. Because, ooh, here's a note. Because I don't like to have my eyes blinded. Sensitive blue eyes. Don't like bright lights.
I guess Maggie was the one who had this place turned into a park.
After the fort closed, I used the considerable resources from my father's endowment to buy up most of the land or influence government officials to declare that which I could not buy protected. I have not been entirely successful and have watched in horror as small tourist industry has precariously sprung upon this cursed island. Even the family of one of the sailors who died, Calvin Gilbert, set up a restaurant to cater to inquisitive out-of-towners. I can promise this, though. The museum will never happen, and the beach and caves will be boarded up. I don't quite remember a talk of a museum. I guess she was that good at getting it not happening. No, wait. Actually, I do remember something about a museum. I think. I don't know. There's so many things that open and close on this island. It's hard to keep track of them all, you know what I mean? Quite hard. I bet there's gonna be something next to that bench where the names were carved. That would be a good place. We might double back just to double check we didn't lose anything along the upper road. I don't want to lose any of these notes, even though we're running out of runway, as Jonas was saying. I wonder if it's timed. Are we being timed? Oh no, I would hate that. A game where you're being timed. That encourages you to explore.
Now the station's up at the top of the hill.
I remember.
I hope this works.
Me too. For your sake, for all of our sakes. I wonder if it's gonna play any more with the idea of his mother and... Wait, Jonas, we're going this way. Don't go... Wait for me there if you have to, but we're going back over here. Are you coming? He'll teleport. But at one point when we were last actually in this section, it mentioned something about his mother. And the other ghosts were like, oh, don't let him talk to his mother. Is it not gonna... Oh, it's not letting me go back, or I'm just being really dumb. But you see, I don't know if you could hear me slamming the space key, but it's not letting me go back. Interesting. Can I go back down this other way? 1 second. Usually that means there's about to be something that happens. Yep, it doesn't let me in. So there's gonna be something big that happens in this area, because that's usually when I've noticed it will stop you from returning to some place. Is it wants to show you something fun and cool, and ghosts, they like to play games, and they can't play games with you if you're not there. Somebody stole the chair. That chair was my favorite character. I feel heartbroken now. Let's go look at this graveyard again. Maybe there's a note. Maybe there's a new grave. Oop, Adler letter.
She thinks that the ghosts were pushed out of our reality and maybe aren't actually dead?
Whoa. My belief, bolstered by Anna's and my research conducted largely at the Catbird Station, where interruptions were rare, is that the men and women of the USS Canonola were separated from our dimensional existence by the implosion of the submarine's nuclear reactor. I identified one passenger, Henry, by his call sign, and his confused diction and reliance on game logic says to me that their emotional states, if not mental states, had been reduced to that of children, a thought I cling to when I envision Anna's demise. So did Anna get I'm guessing Anna got pushed out the same way or a similar way when they were trying to figure out how to get her, how to free them all. I mean, that's pretty wild. But that doesn't really say much for any of his dead mother or her dead brother. Because I was thinking maybe we could bring them back some way if it's dead people resurrecting ghosts or something, or... But if they're pushed out of reality, like, that's a whole different ballgame. Can we watch TV yet? Nah, it's not letting me watch. My soaps are on, Jonas. You promised me. It's always promising me these things. Now, did we want to go up or... Yeah, I think we wanted to go up. Yeah, to the bridge stand. What'd that say? No, relay points. I thought it said really important. Like, don't forget
Now the
to...
station's up at the top of the hill. I hope this works.
God, we're in another loop-de-loo. They always come at the most appropriate times, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Thanks for the update.
That was weird, though, because we didn't go... The language shifted back, but we didn't shift back.
Now the station's up at the top of the hill. I hope this works.
Yep, I am also... hope that.
I bet I have to solve something, but... They don't even bother saying anything now. Okay, let's try over here since we're here. Not in there. Maybe down here. We should be looking for...
Ren! Nona, what happened? What's wrong with Ren?
Ren, he had an accident. He died. I couldn't.
What?
No, come on. Clarissa was dead too, but like bunny ears dead, not dead, because apparently killing yourself doesn't actually do anything here.
Alex!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nona. I didn't mean anything.
What happened?
He drowned.
We went back. We couldn't
He
stop it.
took a fall. I don't know. He just stopped.
I mean, does it really matter what happened?
Either way, done is done. And,
No, you're not Jonas, so there's no use in pretending.
Soon it won't be a pretense. It'll be an absolute. Alex, we know you're in charge and we know your plan, and we also know that your plan won't work. It never does.
It never does.
So we have a proposition for you. A deal. A bargain, really. And you should take it.
Closing the tear in the cave might work. You don't know that for sure.
We do know that for sure. We've seen others try, we've seen you try. So pay attention. It's already over for Clarissa. She's gone. We'll pilot her through the rest of existence, and there's nothing you can do to change that.
That's sad.
But if you agree to let us take her, let her go quietly and without fuss. We won't slaughter the rest of your friends, like young Reginald here. We leave the rest of you cattle alone. We only...
I don't get it. Why do you even need my permission if you
They're
have
children.
her already?
Don't misunderstand. We don't need anything from you except what we can willingly take. We're merely offering you an arrangement that would leave both parties satisfied. Well, somewhat satisfied.
I'm
Your
saying
friends
no
would be fine.
deal.
And your not so friend.
Forget it. No deal. Everyone is coming home with me.
Courage is not always the way, dear. You don't have much time left. Do you know how we know you don't have much time left?
Because you're controlling time loops.
Fine. Shoot. How do you know?
We know because we can be Jonas for this long, and his soul's as quiet as an empty church.
Uh-oh.
Just never say we didn't provide you all the rules.
I can't move. Jonas! It's raining again. This was not a good night to come wandering the beaches all forlorn. Are you guys back over here? Reginald. Rennie Pooh. No new graves. Ow, I could hear the music up there. We need to fix things. Put time back on track. And then we can move along. I mean, I could have taken that deal, but I feel like it's the moral high ground and the better ground that we should have been better with Clarissa. Nona.
I know he was your best friend, Alex. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. One minute he was there, and then he was just...
It's okay, Nona. You didn't do anything wrong. I know it's not your fault. Of course it's not your fault.
I didn't know him that well, but...
I don't
like
think he's
what I've
dead
gotten
yet,
to know.
so...
I'm sorry. I shouldn't. It's colossally stupid of me to talk about him like that with you here. This is... He was more important.
Nona, come on. We can still crack this. I do not
Keep your
believe
head in
that-
the game.
I won't. That he's gone forever. I just won't.
I wish I had your faith in things. It's a tiny thing, but I hope he knew that I liked him.
Aww.
And I don't know if he did.
He hoped you did. I think that's enough.
That's so
Like
cute.
I said, it's a tiny thing.
Ah, well, hang in there, Nona. We're gonna save everyone. Or die trying. Just gotta turn all these little things on.